Welcome back to MogVerse. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore a machine that defines strength, endurance, and versatility, the Mercedes-Benz Unimog 406. A truck born in 1963 that still stands proud today as one of the most iconic off-road legends ever made. Even in 2025, this German beast continues to inspire new generations of Unimogs and off-road vehicles around the world. Let's begin with the story behind it. The Unimog 406 was introduced at a time when the world was changing rapidly. Post-war Europe was rebuilding industries, roads, and technology, and Mercedes-Benz wanted to create something more than just a truck. They envisioned a vehicle that could serve farmers, the military, construction workers, and even explorers. Something powerful enough to conquer rough terrain, yet compact enough to maneuver through narrow roads and mountains. That dream became the Unimog 406, a compact but mighty off-road truck that soon gained a reputation as a go-anywhere, do-anything machine. The 406 came with a 2.2-liter diesel engine, later upgraded to a 2.8-liter straight 6-ohm 312, producing around 65 to 84 horsepower, depending on the version. That may sound small by modern standards, but for the 1960s, it was a remarkable balance of torque and reliability. The engine was mounted high, allowing the Unimog to wade through deep water and cross rocky rivers with ease. Its portal axles provided impressive ground clearance, one of the key design features that made it unstoppable off-road. Everything about the 406 was built for durability. The chassis was flexible enough to twist over uneven terrain without damaging the frame, and the suspension used massive coil springs, not leaf springs like most trucks of that time. This gave it incredible articulation, meaning each wheel could move independently to stay in contact with the ground. Whether it was snow, sand, mud, or rocks, the Unimog 406 could climb through it all without hesitation. When the German military adopted the Unimog 406, it became a backbone of mobility. Soldiers relied on it for transporting supplies, towing artillery, and navigating terrain where ordinary vehicles simply couldn't survive. Over time, the 406 earned a reputation not just as a workhorse but as a military icon, a machine trusted in some of the toughest missions of the Cold War era. Even decades later, its military editions remain collector favorites, often restored with pride by enthusiasts who admire its engineering and rugged charm. Fast forward to 2025, and you'd be amazed how the Unimog 406 still stands relevant. The design philosophy that started with this model lives on in modern Unimogs like the U5000 and U530, machines that dominate off-road rescue operations, forestry work, and even luxury adventure builds. But there's something about the 406 that makes it timeless. It's the mechanical purity, the simplicity, the sound of its diesel engine echoing through the mountains, reminding you that sometimes, old-school engineering has its own kind of power. Now let's talk about its performance and driving feel in today's world. The 406 isn't fast, its top speed is roughly around 50 to 55 miles per hour, but that's not the point. The beauty lies in how it drives. When you sit behind that tall steering wheel, shift through the heavy gearbox, and feel the vibration of that diesel engine, it's not just driving, it's commanding a piece of history. The torque delivery is smooth and constant, pulling the truck through obstacles that would stop modern SUVs dead in their tracks. Owners today describe it as a raw, mechanical experience. Every sound, every gear change, every bump feels real. There are no driving assists, no electronics, no automatic comfort systems. It's you, the machine, and the terrain. And that's exactly what makes the Unimog 406 so special even in 2025. It's a reminder of how tough and straightforward machines used to be. Restored 406s have become a major trend in Europe and the US, especially among collectors who appreciate vintage military engineering. Many enthusiasts convert them into expedition vehicles, adding rooftop tents, custom interiors, and modern safety features while keeping the original off-road capability intact. The Unimog 406 has even appeared in off-road rallies and desert adventures, where it still surprises people with its climbing ability and durability. In terms of pricing in 2025, the value of a Unimog 406 varies widely depending on condition and configuration. A rough, unrestored version might cost around $15,000 to $20,000, while a fully restored, road-ready 406 can easily reach $60,000 to $80,000 USD, sometimes more for rare military editions or limited production variants. The prices have been steadily rising over the last few years as more collectors recognize its historical importance and engineering brilliance. It's worth noting that maintenance and restoration require dedication. Parts are still available through Mercedes-Benz's Heritage Program and specialized Unimog workshops in Germany, but they can be expensive. However, for those who love mechanical craftsmanship, owning a Unimog 406 isn't about cost, it's about pride. It's about owning something that's both a legend and a living machine. Now, when you compare the Unimog 406 to modern trucks, you see how far ahead of its time it was. In 1963, it already had features like all-wheel drive, differential locks, flexible frame design, and high ground clearance, things that many off-road vehicles today still try to perfect. And while newer Unimogs have more power, better emissions control, and advanced hydraulics, they owe everything to the 406, the original blueprint of German off-road engineering. Another amazing aspect is its versatility. The 406 wasn't just for military or farming. It was used by fire departments, expedition teams, and even municipalities across Europe. Its ability to mount tools, snow plows, cranes, or trailers made it one of the most adaptable vehicles ever built. You could see a Unimog 406 plowing snow in the morning, and by afternoon, it could be towing a tank or delivering cargo in a muddy forest trail. Even visually, the Unimog 406 is unmistakable. The round headlights, boxy cab, exposed wheel arches, and tall stance make it instantly recognizable. There's something honest about its design, functional, raw,